Wow, what do you know? It's time for the Pocket Knife Show. Hey, it's Mike on the mic again for another episode of the Pocket Knife Podcast. Most years, my wife and I celebrate National Ice Cream Day by inviting our church family and a number of friends and neighbors over to our backyard for homemade deliciousness. This tradition started a few weeks after we moved to our current city, Pratt, Kansas, back in 2011. We were looking for ways to get to know people when I stumbled across the info that the third Sunday in July was designated as the day to eat summer's best cold and creamy dessert. With very little planning and a lot of help from our new church family, we pulled off a fun party. Here's what was most interesting about that first night. We set out chairs ahead of time, as many as we had, all over the yard, but when folks arrived, they moved every available seat to the shaded areas. Makes sense if you think about it. Who wants to sit in full sun on a mid-July evening in Kansas? It's way too hot. The shade of a giant cottonwood is exactly where you want to be, if you can find that shade. Psalm 31 begins, "In you, Lord, have I taken refuge." The rest of this song of David honors God for his mercy. He bends God's ear, asking for rescue. He commits his spirit to his maker. It's a beautiful song of worship. Perhaps you know God as your refuge and your rescue. Perhaps you've experienced his mercy and grace. If you have, Psalm 31 might give you the perfect words to express your thanks to God. Having found this ode to God's mercy compelling a month or so back, I sat down and penned a short song, borrowing lyrics heavily from David. My song begins as Israel's Kings does. "In you, Lord, have I taken refuge. Never let me be put to shame." It ends with two prayers. Be merciful. Turn your ear to me. If you're in a low spot, I hope my simple melody and the Word of God will be a help to you. More than that, I pray God will be your helper. He is good and he is gracious. In you, Lord, have I taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Deliver me in your righteousness. Come quickly to my rescue. Be my rock and my shelter, Lord, a strong fortress to save me. In you, Lord, have I taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Be merciful. Turn your ear to me. Have I taken refuge? Let me never be put to shame. For the sake of your great name, set me free from the snares that bind me. Into your hands I place my spirit. Deliver me, Lord, deliver me. In you, Lord, have I taken refuge. Let me never be put to shame. Merciful. Turn your ear to me. What more can I say? I'll let God have the last word. Here's what he gave David, and in turn you and me, as Psalm 31 closes. Love the Lord, all his faithful people. The Lord preserves those who are true to him, but the proud he pays back in full. Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Oh no, it's sad I know we've come to the end of the show. See you next time.